This is GeroTheHero, and this is my review of 3 Gatsu no Lion, episode 15. We find out a little bit more about Rei's sister, Kyoko, and the description that she's like a glass that cracks or an animal that's never satisfied. Rei explains that she has a family, they have enough money, and that she's pretty, but the only thing that matters is that her dad slighted her about quitting Soji. And Rei tries to tell her that Soji isn't everything because we know that Rei doesn't like it. And she just doesn't believe him and decides to run off with Goto, who's a married man, but she justifies it because the wife is in the hospital. And it just proves that Goto is the worst because he still is hanging out with Kyoko. We see the match of Goto and Shimada, and it's a slugfest. And of course, when Shimada sacrifices his bishop, that's where it turns for the worst. It's interesting that Goto wins and they have a big rivalry. We see that Goto sees Kyoko and Rei, and he calls them both stalkers. And yet, Kyoko still goes with Goto because he lets her go with him. In another scene, Hinata talks about Rei with her grandfather and says that Rei has to deal with humiliation because it's part of what growing up, basically. Rei also has to deal with his absences and catching up on work, but it's way too much, and his teacher kind of messed up when he let Rei go watch the shogi match, because basically he can't take any extra days besides his shogi matches. We find out that the rivalry between Goto and Shimada is also outside the shogi hall too, because Shimada makes fun of Goto that he probably goes to the gym to stay buff, while Goto tells him he's starting to look old. So they have a rematch, and of course, you think it's going to be Goto, but Shimada wins. But Shimada, after the match, sees Goto being chased by Kyoko, and he feels like he lost because here's this young, beautiful girl that's with him. But you kind of wonder if Rei's sister is actually in a relationship with Goto, or he's just messing with her, like a control thing. Shimada asks why Nikado wanted him to beat Rei so badly, and it's revealed that in Nikado's past, Rei was the one that pushed Nikado to play better, and he wants the same for Rei. So overall, really great episode. We got a lot of background information about Rei and his sister, and the whole situation of him leaving his house, and then we kind of got a little bit of insight of the rivalry between Shimada and Goto, and also why Nikado wanted him to get beaten so badly by Shimada. We'll have to see what happens in the next episode. I'm not really clear on where they're going to go with this next episode. We'll have to see. I kind of think they were implying that they were going to, have Rei come to the, training with Shimada. Kind of sounded like they wanted him to come, but Rei still kind of has to go on his own. So, like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.